My name's Gedeon, and I'm a financial advisor, certified financial planner here at Owens Estate and Wealth Strategies. Typically, the things that I work with in terms of client relationships is not just centered around investment planning, but it also encompasses college planning, maybe lifetime giving for those that have a charitable inclination. Most definitely retirement planning, that's huge, and especially income planning in retirement. We're now just beginning also to not necessarily give tax advice, but to review income tax returns to make sure that the investment recommendations we give are compatible with their tax picture. We take a holistic approach, if you will, to our clients and try to encompass all aspects of their finances. One of the things that I especially enjoy doing with the Owens Group is I am part of a 7-member investment committee, and on that committee we get our hands dirty, so to speak, and we like to look under the hood of various investments to see what makes them tick, or in some cases why they don't tick. Since my childhood, I've always been fascinated by money. I have specific memories of doing things with money that not only involved saving, but even things like coin collecting as a kid, which I still have, by the way. But money has always fascinated me. And I remember in college taking an accounting course. We had a chapter on stocks and bonds. And I specifically remember going up to the instructor at the end of that class and asking, how do I get into this? And that's when he explained, well, you can actually major in investments in finance. And so that's what I did. My hobby is playing guitar. I've played since I was 10 years old, had my first professional, if you want to call it that, performance at the age of 13, and still actively playing in bands in and out of the area. Our band was able to perform at a halftime show for the Sacramento Kings basketball team. We were able to perform in front of the entire stadium. We were able to play several songs, and it was just awesome to play in front of, 11, 12,000 people and be able to look at the big scoreboard, the electronic scoreboard, and see your picture up there. It was quite an awesome experience. What I always enjoy when we're on stage and we're playing is watching the people dance, watching them interact, and basically have a good time. And to me, that's very rewarding because I know that I am helping contribute to them having a good evening out or a good night on the town. And that means a lot to me. So my biggest inspiration, I would say, has come from my parents. When I was a child, I grew up with 2 brothers and a sister, so we were a family of 6. My parents, out of necessity, were very frugal, and I didn't realize it at the time, but looking back now, I can see instances where we had the opportunity to spend money, but the decision was made not to spend money. I see families now frequently spending money on things that we would have never even considered back then. And looking back, I realize that what my parents were doing is they were teaching us, either directly or indirectly, frugality. So part of the rewards, if you will, of my parents saving money and being frugal is the fact that they put all 4 of us through college. A couple of us have advanced degrees, and as everyone knows, education doesn't come cheap. So the fact that they were able to do that, among other things, is kind of a testimony towards what they were able to do financially, and that has impressed me. And so now, of course, I'm trying to pass that on to my children, and I'm getting the same pushback from them that I no doubt gave my parents growing up. But that has left with me an impact, and it's made me what I am today, because I don't consider myself a so-called consumer or spender. I do consider myself more of a saver, and I get more pleasure out of doing that than I do spending money. Hello, my name is Gedeon, and I am part of the Owens Estate and Wealth Strategies Group.